Welcome to Bethlahem Institute of Engineering. Bethlahem Institute of Engineering is affiliated to Anna University, Chennai and approved by AICTE, New Delhi. This institution was established in the year 2008.
Good morning. Today we are going to see about layout of hydroelectric power plant. So we all know hydro means water. So the hydraulic energy of the water is converted into electrical energy using this hydroelectric power plant. So to understand the hydroelectric power plant, we are going to see the construction, the working, the advantages, disadvantages and the application of hydroelectric power plant. So first let's see about the main components of the power plant. The main components of the power plants are the reservoir and the dam, the control gate, penstock, the surge tank, the water turbine and the generator. So you can see all these components in this layout. So first let's see about the reservoir and the dam. So what is reservoir? The reservoir is a place where we can store the water. So the reservoir is used to store the water when it is a rainy season. The dam is constructed along the reservoir to increase the water level. So here you are seeing the use of reservoir and dam. The next component is the control gate. The control gate is used to control the amount of water that can be released from the reservoir. Next we can see the main component, that is surge tank. The surge tank is a small reservoir tank that is placed in between the dam and the turbine. The main purpose of the surge tank is to maintain the pressure of the water flowing through the penstock. The surge tank is also called a small reservoir. It is used when if the load of the load is high, so this pressure in the water can be maintained with the help of the surge tank. Depending upon the load is high or low, so this surge tank can be used to maintain the pressure. It can be increase or decrease the pressure flowing through the penstock. The next important component we are using is the penstock. So the penstock is nothing but the pipe we are using between the dam and the turbine. The main important working is carried in this penstock. In this penstock, the water is the energy of the water is converted into kinetic energy due to the gravity in the penstock. So here the reservoir is in the top position and the turbine is in the bottom position. So from the reservoir to the turbine, when the water is flowing, so due to the gravity, the energy of the potential energy of the water is converted into kinetic energy. The next component is water turbine. The water turbine is used to convert the kinetic energy of the water into mechanical energy. When the water flows to the turbine starts rotates. So here the kinetic energy of the water is converted into mechanical energy. And the next component is the generator. So our ultimate aim of this power plant is to generate electricity. here the turbine shaft is connected to the shaft of the generator. So here the generator mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. So the generated electrical energy can be step up or step down by the use of the transformer. So we can use it for our domestic or industrial purpose. So these are the main components of hydroelectric power plant. So let's see the working of hydroelectric power plant. When we see the working, we all know the water from the reservoir is allowed to flow through the penstock. So the water flows through the penstock, and when it reaches the turbine, it converts the hydraulic or the kinetic energy of the water into mechanical energy. Then the mechanical here the turbine shaft is connected to the generator. This generator mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. After reaching our desired power, the remaining water can be used for agricultural purposes. Let's see the advantages. Here the environmental pollution is zero and the efficiency is high, and the turbine we are using is hydraulic turbine, so the cost is less than any other turbine. And the main advantage is it is a renewable source of energy, so we can use it again and again. Although it has some advantages, let's see some of the disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. So when we see the disadvantage, the installation cost of this plant is very high, and we all know the main important source of this power plant is the water. So if the rain may fail or some water is not present, so this power plant cannot produce electricity. So this may be one of the main disadvantages of this power plant. And the next is while we are installing, it needs a large surface area. It may be a loss to the farmers, and even it can also be a loss to the tribal people who are living around the dam reservoir there. And as we are allowed to flow the water from the dam to the turbine, it's a possibility of the fishes also to flow from there. So the population of fishes can also be impacted due to this power plant. Next, we can see the applications of this power plant. The water which stays in the reservoir can be used for the agricultural purpose. So if in the drought season or in the dry season, the farmers can use this water for their agricultural purposes. Next, the thermal power station can be built near the reservoir. We all know for thermal power plant, for cooling or for converting the water into steam, we need large amount of water. So we can use this water in thermal power plants. And we all know the main application of this power plant is to generate electricity. And another important application is due to the building of dam, it can control the floods in the river. And the micro hydro power plant is used to provide the power to the isolated rooms, that is small rooms can be used to provide this hydro power plant. So these are all about the layout of hydroelectric power plant. Thank you.